Stop, find out, and after the conversation explores the art of thinking beyond the obvious. And today I have my special guest. One of his advocacy, the only program that you will work is the one you do. And the author of the book, Your Diabetes Reversal Roadmap. The only program that works is the one you do. None other than Mr. Jeff Grundy.
Yes,
Welcome, Mr. Jeff on Abstract Essay. Can you please introduce more about yourself that I miss?
absolutely. And thank you for having me. I'm excited to be able to help as many people as I can. And this is just a great way to get the word out. But basically, my name is Jeff Grundy. I've been a chef for over 40 years, owned 5 restaurants along the way. But at this point in my life, what I do, I try and scare people as much as I can, right? And then once they're scared, then I go ahead and take them by the hand and point them in the direction how they can reverse their diabetes to live a more healthier and more fulfilled life. Right? Maybe a little background with all our technology and medical knowledge these days. Right now, over a half a billion people worldwide are diabetic or pre diabetic. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. A half a billion people, right? And
Yes.
I'm one of those. So, recent research is suggesting diabetes is the foundational disease for almost every other disease because of the inflammation. So, this is some really scary stuff. But most people don't think it's that bad, right? They just have it. So for 15 years, I was one of those. I took my meds
Mm-hmm.
and I thought I was fine, right? Until one day I needed knee replacement and they wouldn't operate on me until I lowered my A1C. And that's when it stopped being okay to be a diabetic. And the reality for me was I was actually pretty sick and the meds weren't working, right? They cover everything up, but they don't cure anything. So I started searching for answers. And what I found is what most people find absolute confusion. Mainstream medicine was over here saying, oh, diabetes is a lifelong disease. You got to keep taking your meds, right? And then on
Mm-hmm.
the holistic side, every expert says something different. One day it's keto, the next day it's plant based, and everything in between. So, what I found is people aren't failing because they don't care or haven't tried. They're failing because they're lost in the noise, not knowing which way to go.
They are somewhere out there. They don't know where to go. So let's talk about the title of your book. The only program that works is the one you do. This means to reject the idea of a universal magic bullet. Why is the principle of personalization the most critical first step for someone trying to reverse their diabetes?
Well, first they have to accept that they want to change it, right? For like I said, for 15 years, I just took my meds. I had no desire to do reverse it. I didn't even know I could reverse it at that point. I thought it was lifelong. So, the first step is deciding, yes, I need to change, right? I don't want to have a limb amputated. I don't want to go blind, right? I don't need all that inflammation and pain. And then they have to start super, super small. And we recommend 1 glass of water a day just to start. See if it helps you or doesn't help you. If it does, then build on top of that. If it doesn't, don't do it again. Do something that does work for you.
Defining the reversal, Mr. Jeff. The term reversal can be controversial. How do you define it in the context of your program? Is it about being medication free, achieving specific lab results, or something else entirely?
Well, we're all so different, but you're right, it is controversial. And part of the reason is because the medications, the drug companies, they want you to keep taking their meds. So they keep pumping into our minds that it's not reversible. But there's endless people who have reversed it, such as me. So answering the question, it depends on how long you've had diabetes, how much damage you've done. So I like to find people where they're at and help them. But I would say reversing it means getting better, getting off the medications is what's happened with me right after all those years taking medications. I'm now pre diabetic and don't take any medications. So much better off.
Beyond diet and exercise, Mr. Jeff, what is the most important mindset shift someone needs to make to move from managing a disease to actively reclaiming their health?
Absolutely. And we have a whole thing on your mindset because that's foundational. So you have to go from thinking that I'm a diabetic to thinking I'm healthy and I'm continuing to get healthier every day. You, you you're not going to do something for a long period of time if it's a negative thing, trying to stop a negative thing. And that's why we say the only program that works is the one you'll do, right?
Hmm.
Um, a terrible example is would you eat a rat?
Of course not.
Right. But if someone told you it would solve all your health problems, would you
Mm,
might try it then?
definitely.
Right, but the thing is, because you hate it, and every time you did it, you hated it, you'd only do it for a week or a month or something, and you give up, right? Even
Hmm.
though you know that's going to help you, because you just don't want to do it, right? So the key is to find something you're willing to do, like when you talked about exercise, right? If we recommend in the beginning a 10-minute walk after dinner, something real small and easy. But, and then build into a program. But if someone tells you bicycling is going to help you, but you don't like to bicycle, just don't do it. Find something else you like doing, right? Maybe jump rope or something. There's just so many avenues, and the key is to find one that you'll do and keep doing.
Many people hear diabetes diagnosis and feel it's inevitable, lifelong decline. And how do you help them break through that sense of fatalism and build the belief that reversal is possible for them?
Yeah, and I was one of them for a long time. And the first step is that when they tell you that, you got to go out and learn some information on your own. But the problem is, you can read one article that says this and another article that says just the opposite, and both by experts. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt, decide it's something you want to do. So go out and read about people that have had success. And our community is part of that. So you're dealing with other people that have had successes, so you could see it. But back to that mindset, you have to really understand that having the diabetes and it supposedly being lifelong is not the end. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of your getting healthier and doing it step by step.
Step by step, indeed. On practicality and personalization. Mr. Jeff, the one size fits none problem. Most people have tried and failed with generic diets. How does your roadmap help someone diagnose why a previous plan failed them and then customize a new one that fits their life, taste, and schedule?
The, that's kind of the whole idea is that people have tried things and it didn't work because they were told this is what you have to do. We don't tell anyone they have to do anything. They have to decide for themselves what works. So, if they're told to go keto and they do it for a month and then they just don't want to do it anymore, they're not going to do it, whether it's good for them or not. So we say start slow, build habits on top of each other, micro habits, habit stacking, I guess is what it's called. So maybe the first thing you do is you start with some water. You wait a week doing the water, a glass of water when you wake up every day. If it's working, then great. Go on to the next habit. If it's not, just don't do it. Don't do something because you were told to do it. Do it because you feel better, because your body works better. Like the next thing might be that 10-minute walk after dinner, right? Just do
Hmm.
it for a week. Does it feel good? Great, keep doing it. Does it not feel good? Do something else. So by giving that freedom to pick what works and then stacking a habit on top of that, they slowly go down that roadmap, getting better and better, instead of taking somebody else's advice that may not be right for you.
For someone feeling completely overwhelmed, what is the smallest, most non negotiable first habit you have them focus on before anything else?
Wanting to change, right? If you don't want to change, if you want to sit on your couch and just binge potato chips every night, nothing anyone tell you is going to help. So first is finding out your why, getting a big enough why. Are you afraid of losing a limb? Do you want to live longer for your grandchildren? Do you want to be able to climb the mountains? It's different for everyone, but you have to have that why. And then once you have a desire to change, then you do those micro changes one at a time. And there isn't one specific thing for everyone. It's finding out what that one step is. Maybe for you, it's not even drinking water. Maybe it's just not having snacks in the cupboard. So at night when you go to binge, there's just nothing to eat and you have to eat good food.
For more
Does that make
some,
sense?
yes, makes sense, Mr. Jeff. For someone feeling completely, well, overwhelmed of what their diagnosis about their diabetes, what will be the first step?
Is reading about other people that have reversed their diabetes, realizing that it is possible, right? That
Mm-hmm.
there's so many examples of people out there and communities out there, and you can go on Facebook or you could go on, on YouTube even, and see how many other people have actually reversed their diabetes, understanding that it's real, and not being so afraid of it, but being eager to conquer it.
You emphasize program will do. How do you move the focus from sheer willpower to designing an environment and system that makes the right choices, the easy choices?
Okay, it's not easy. None of this is easy. Changing your eating habits, which is basically what this is about, um, is incredibly difficult. We're just mentally designed to crave things, to eat. So as a species, we survive. Um, and then we have all the big food companies bombarding us with advertisements and everything. So there is no easy way. The only way is to do tests, see if it works, and then if it doesn't work, try something else. If it does work, continue doing that and adding on. And then having that community around you that's going to help you when you fail, because you're going to fail. It's just too difficult. It just, you can't just decide and all of a sudden it works. It's a rough go. Um, that's why having people around you building you up all the time is really important.
Mm, definitely. While every journey is a personal, Mr. Jeff, what are the non negotiable psychological levers that everyone must address for true reversal to occur?
Oh, well, I think the first one is that it is possible, right? And the second one is, as we were just talking about, you're going to hit constant roadblocks. So you have to not have any kind of shame involved. Just understand. I mean, it's food. So many people are so, oh, you're broken, you're this, you're that. You're not broken. You just have diabetes. So the key is to be comfortable with yourself and to make slow, progressive changes. And then if it doesn't happen, just okay, it didn't happen yesterday. I'm going to start again tomorrow, right? Like with the holidays. You could be really good at home, but now all of a sudden you're going to other people's homes and there's all these desserts and all this other stuff. So, what I think the best thing to do, eat them if you want them. Don't
Mm.
feel bad about it, and then just start again tomorrow.
Once someone has achieved their reversal goals, what does the roadmap look like for the next 10, 20, or 30 years to ensure the results last, Mr. Jeff?
I think a lot of that goes to when you're going through the beginning part, finding stuff you enjoy doing. So once your reversal has happened, you don't have to try and work at it because you enjoy doing what got you there, right? So if you ended up exercising with playing basketball 2 days a week, you enjoy that. So that's how you got your exercise. So once your numbers are good again, you keep doing the basketball because you enjoy it. So finding foods that you really like. So when your numbers are in line, it's just the way you eat at that point. It's not like I have to work at this. It's just what you do at that point and you enjoy doing it. So I think the key is to enjoy the process.
Indeed, to enjoy the process. So, what is the most common positive side effect people experience beyond improved blood sugar, better energy, mental clarity, or improved mood?
See, and it's different for everyone because everybody is different and how it's affected their bodies and how long they've been doing it. I can tell you for me, the mental clarity was huge, but also the pain. I've had pains, I have psoriatic arthritis, it's from the inflammation. And when my diabetes numbers came down, those pains went away. Um, Other people may find losing weight is the big thing, you know? And then once you lose 20, 30 pounds, depending where you're at, you just have more energy. And it's a cycle, a good cycle going, keeps getting better and better the better you're doing. So once
The
again, it's up to the individual person how it affects them and what's wrong with them at this certain point. And that's once again the only program that works is the one you'll do is we find people where they're at and then help them move along instead of saying this is how you're going to do it and just follow this.
What do you say to the person who has tried everything and is deeply skeptical that this program will be any different?
Right. And it's pretty typical for people to try something and it doesn't work and to give up, right? So that once it's back to that why. So if the why is strong enough, they're willing to try something again, right? So you have to let them know that you've tried this and tried that, and that's their failures, but it's not the end of the road. It's just, I guess it's going back to Edison. What were there like 2,000 attempts to make the light bulb? It wasn't 2,000 failures. It was 2,000 times to find out what doesn't work. So now I know what might work.
Mm-hmm.
So just they have to understand it's not failure. They're just trying something new. And this may work, it may not work for them. That perfection's not something that we deal with at all. We just help people along.
Help people along for sure. And before we wrap up our discussion today, Mr. Jeff, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast, people, because my abstract essay is already in fifth season, abstract poetry in second season, and my book 101 review in fifth season too, comedy 101 in third season, and my food 101 in fifth season as well, geography 101 in its fourth season, as well as love letters Movie 101 Review, Music 101, Science 101, Sex 101 in its Second season of my baby podcast, Law 101, and Mental Health 101, and Bible Verses 101. Please listen to them wherever you listen your podcast. So, Mr. Jeff, if you could have every reader of your book to take away and act on just one single piece of advice from your entire roadmap, what would it be?
I think food swaps. Don't eat stuff you don't like. Find things that you do like. Like if you like lasagna, maybe instead of using lasagna noodles, you use sauteed zucchini ribbons, right? Maybe ground turkey or grass-fed beef seasoned with Italian spices. Um, so find something that you like and substitute it with something that's not good for you, right?
Hmm, definitely. Mr. Jeff Grundy, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world. Thank you for sharing your book to the world as well. So, can you please invite the listeners to support your book, your advocacy, or whatever projects that you're doing right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go on Amazon and get the book, hard copy of the book, or you can actually go to the website and get it's your your diabetes roadmap.com/ebook, and you can download the book for free. And while you're there, if you like it, for $1, you can try the community for 10 days. Um, but
Yes.
please go ahead, get the book for free, read it, and I think it will really open up your eyes and help you along. Thank you so much.
Yes, people, I support Mr. Jeff Grundy because if you support him for sure more and more empowering books like this to come. Mr. Jeff, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Welcome, people. See you soon.